So, have you ever heard of a president who is also a car salesman?
Thank you all very much. I love Tesla.
Which one did you buy?
Yeah. Wait, Mr. President.
Which one did you
Mr.
buy?
President, which car are you going to buy?
The one I like is that one.
And how does this work?
And I want that same color.
Are you going to put down a credit card? Elon, would you take a personal check from the president?
I do it the old I give checks.
Sure.
I like checks.
I think his credit's good.
Do you still have access?
I like a check better than this modern system of all of a sudden there's money in your account, nobody knows. I like signing a check. You sort of, but we're gonna, and I don't want a discount. He would give me a discount. But if I do a discount, they're going to say, "Oh, I got benefits." I don't want any discount.
What about
This very strange car sales pitch at the White House happened because Tesla is not doing very well financially.
This story is nuts. Tesla's market value dropped nearly $1 trillion following a global sales decline. And Elon Musk has lost well over $100 billion in the last 2 months as the result of the stock decline. Sales are dropping all over the world. In Germany, the sales fell 60% in January and nearly 76% in February compared to the previous year. Even though EV sales in the country increased by 30%, in Australia, deliveries dropped by 65% in the first 2 months of 2025. And in February, they dropped nearly 72%. In China, same thing. February, 50% drop. And in Canada, the registrations fell by nearly 70%. And it gets much worse for Elon Musk. Vehicles are being destroyed and Tesla dealerships are also facing a lot of vandalism. Tesla showroom windows are being shot up. This was just last week. To try to help reverse this and to try to help Elon Musk, Trump today selected his own Tesla. That was his way of showing support for Elon Musk and his effort. Things are not looking good for the Tesla stock, and it is currently at a free fall. Just yesterday, it had its biggest one-day drop in nearly 5 years.
Wow, you can't make this stuff up. Donald Trump just got exposed for reading off of a Tesla sales pitch during his little publicity stunt he did today where he was pretending to buy a Tesla car to beg his supporters to stop boycotting Tesla and to give Elon Musk more money. Take a look at this image right here. This was captured by the media, and as you can see, Donald Trump was given specific notes to talk about all the different Tesla features, the pricing. So this was basically just one ginormous Tesla advertisement, while other US car manufacturers do not get the same special treatment from Supreme Leader Donald Trump. And don't forget the fact that while our taxpayer dollars are going to fund this federal government, Donald Trump is doing little car shoots in front of the White House while working people can barely afford to buy groceries from the store. So if I were you, I wouldn't buy a Tesla, but I would buy this instead. This right here is way cheaper than a Tesla. Oh, and it's made in China, by the way.
President of the United States is running a car ad in front of the White House. You heard me correctly. Literally the most sacred office in the United States of America, and Donald Trump is using it to desperately try and boost Elon's flailing Tesla sales. This is literally where we're at right now, a dementia-ridden, physically ailing puppet of oligarchy being trotted out to sell cars on behalf of Elon Musk, calling himself the president. If the president of the United States has something in his or her hands, like cue cards or anything like that, you'd assume that they're really important policy points or important crucial statistics or the details on world leaders that he or her is about to meet. What's Donald Trump got in his hand? Literally the cue cards for a Tesla sales pitch. President of the United States. Most powerful person in the world, allegedly. It was one thing before his re-election where he was in Mar-a-Lago desperately trying to flog like Trump watches, Trump perfume, Trump shoes, Trump trading cards and Trump NFTs so that he could get his mouth-breathing idiot fans to pay off his legal bills. But this is literally using one of the most important buildings in one of the most significant countries in the last 250 years to flog cars for a massive corporation. You literally have a business leader ordering the president of the United States around because you know this was not what Trump wanted to be doing with his time. He'd much rather be playing golf. He was ordered to do this by Captain Ozempic Face, and you know it and I know it. At the same time as he's trying to declare that anyone who is boycotting Tesla because of Elon's absolute clownery is breaking the law. Even though the foundational principle of free market capitalism is that consumers have a choice of who they go for with their capital. And people do not want this tech neck weirdo. Yet another defining image for the downfall of America's political reputation.
Well, it looks like Elon Musk and Tesla are in the find out phase. Tesla sales are down 76% in Germany. 76. And all around the world, Tesla sales are dropping each month. People do not want to be affiliated with that brand. I, for one, am included in that, having purchased a Tesla back in 2019, before all of this. And many Tesla owners have taken to debadging their Teslas or putting bumper stickers on it that say they bought it before Elon was crazy. Teslas are getting vandalized. Cybertrucks in particular are having a very hard time right now. A lot of Tesla owners right now are either selling off their Teslas, debadging them, putting stickers on, and just trying to figure out what to do at this point. It's safe to say that brand is tainted, but I'm personally glad to see that Elon Musk is finally being held accountable for his actions.
Apart from people not having enough money to buy new cars, people don't want to drive Teslas anymore because of Elon and his behavior.
Why are so many people right now trying to hide the fact that they own a Tesla? And it's not just the Cybertruck, it's all Teslas. There's something going on right now where people don't want to be associated with this brand. Like, this person didn't just put the Audi logo, they also put the model type and engine type, like trying to fully disguise their Model 3 as a different car altogether. Then up top you have more Tesla Mazdas and even a Tesla Honda. This trend is happening while other people are desperate to get rid of their Teslas but can't. This guy said, "It's impossible to get rid of a Tesla Cybertruck. I want to cut my losses and move on, but I can't give this thing away. I've lost so much money already. Please help." And at the same time, sales are plummeting in Europe. Tesla sales are now down 70% in Germany. While Tesla is valued like a tech company, they are a car company. The vast majority of their revenue and profit comes from selling cars and getting regulatory credits for selling those cars. And another chunk comes from leasing cars, which is just a different way of selling cars. So when their sales go down, all of their profit streams, except for energy generation, go down. And if Tesla is selling less cars, they're also getting less regulatory credits, which is a major chunk of their profits.
I need us all to look at Orange Turd's Truth Social post so we can all have a giggle together. Let me read it to you. To the Republicans, conservatives, and all great Americans, Elon Musk is putting it on the line in order to help our nation, and he is doing a fantastic job. But the radical left lunatics, as they often do, are trying to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla. I didn't know boycotting was illegal, but okay. One of the world's great automakers. And Elon's baby. In order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for. They tried to do it to me at the 2024 presidential ballot box. How did that work out? In any event, I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk, a truly great American. This is very much so giving. Your daughter forgot to sell her Girl Scout cookies and now it's the night before and she's very afraid that she's not going to get the prize that all the other Girl Scouts get for selling the most cookies. So daddy's just going to buy them all for her so everyone wins. Like what? Daddy Trump is so mad because people aren't buying Teslas that he's going to buy one to show good faith in Elon, a great American who's not even American? What? I love where this country's going. It's just comical at this point. Illegally boycotting Tesla. Like, no, it's our right to buy a car or not buy a car. If we don't want to buy a Tesla because it's a Nazi machine, then we're not going to buy one. Like, what? He's got to buy one because Tesla stock is so bad that now Elon was like, Daddy, please, please, Daddy, buy my Tesla so they don't go under. This is too good. You can't make shit up. This is the president of the United States and every other country in the world is just giggling. They're giggling. They're giggling at us.
So I have a confession. I am officially ashamed. Every time I get in my car now, so I did ballet, every time I get in my car, I'm embarrassed and ashamed because I feel like I have a MAGA hat on because I drive a Tesla. I'm just coming from brunch with friends and the car that I used to love, I loved getting in my car. I love the way it drives. I love all of that. I feel like I was doing my part to save the world, the planet by driving electric and not using gas. And now all of a sudden I feel like my values don't align with my actions and I feel like a fraud. But Tesla stock has dropped and I'm upside down, in my Tesla. So if I sell it, I lose money. But is it worth it? Should I just pay the money out and get something else? What would you do? But yeah, I feel like a fraud. not expected to do this today, but we're getting a new car. I decided I don't want to drive a Muskmobile. That's what I've been calling this car. I love the car. I don't like driving something that supports Elon Musk, so we're getting rid of it. And I'll show you what I get. I can't believe it. It's crazy.
Are you sad?
It's just weird. I should have driven it here. Bye-bye. So nice. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm sitting in my driveway with my new car. We just got home. But before I show you the car, let me tell you a little bit more about why I got rid of the Tesla. I mentioned the whole like Muskmobile thing, which is very true. However, I also know like the damage was already done. I already paid for the car. I already gave him my money. So it wasn't just that. It also was just like lacking in some things that I wanted, like a little bit of a bigger car. There were a bunch of different things that came into this decision. I feel like people are going to be like, you're stupid for getting the Tesla in the first place, but I'm happy I got it. I don't regret it. But now here we are, and I have a beautiful car.
Donald Trump just said any attack against Tesla is considered domestic terrorism. So what was January 6, 2021? Is school not viable enough to be considered domestic terrorism? How is a cyber attack on a billionaire domestic terrorism? So people breaking into the White House, breaking into the Capitol, all that's fine. They get pardoned. But a hack to a vehicle company, domestic terrorism. If this doesn't show you that they care more about money than they do about human lives, there's nothing else we can do to help y'all. They care more about the price of a billionaire's company, his stocks, his investments, more than they do children. But an attack on Tesla in any way is domestic terrorism. Okay.
I want to take this moment to say how proud I am of all of you. Go woke, go broke is dead. It's now become fash, lose your cash. Captain Ozempic Face's net worth has now declined by $132 billion since the start of the year, and he lost $29 billion on Monday yesterday. If it continues at this pace, he will no longer be the richest man in the world. There's a good chance that literally by tomorrow, someone like Bezos or Zuckerberg, who arguably are not great, but they will overtake him. Thoughtline, you say, why would this be happening to such an innocent little boy? So the Tesla boycott that's gotten so bad and so extensive because people are so sick of Musk that Trump has literally come out on behalf of Elon and said, yeah, it's illegal that you're not buying Teslas from this man. It's illegal. You can just see this recent Fox News interview. You can just see how badly he is falling apart. Look how shiny and look how tight his skin is on his face. He is absolutely losing it. And I think that hairline's going bad all over again. Oh my God. Really hoping that Elon Musk in the next few years, in the next year or so, proves to be a cautionary tale for what happens when entitled billionaire scumbags get into politics. This could just as easily happen to Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, both of whom have made notable steps in deference to Trump. I also hope that a lot of people wake up to the fact that billionaires in general, whether you agree that they should exist or not exist, I personally don't really, the fact that they're only billionaires with the consent of the population. The population stops interacting with them, suddenly they're not rich anymore. That's how it works. If this can happen to Tesla, why on earth can't it happen to Amazon or Meta? The answer is, it absolutely could, if people wanted it to. Yeah, wonderful work, guys. Keep up the good work. If Elon Musk's net worth has dropped by $150 billion by the end of this month, I'm going to the US and giving everyone a cookie.
Donald Trump just said that boycotting Tesla was illegal. You know what that means? It's working! Bow! Bow! Guys, boycotting the swastika cars, the Nazi cars, the cars that Nazis drive, it's working. It's working, guys. Keep going, keep vandalizing. I mean, my bad. I don't know, that just slipped out of me.
So, just in case y'all were wondering how Trump feels about the Tesla boycotts, he's not happy, and in fact, he's trying to make it illegal, somehow. More specifically, he said that the radical left lunatics are illegally and collusively boycotting Tesla, whatever that means. But as you can plainly see, the Supreme Court ruled in 1982 that the First Amendment protects Americans' rights to protest private business. You know, not that Donald Trump respects laws or even the Constitution, but I felt like it needed to be said. I don't give a how much Donald Trump and Elon Musk don't like it. If I don't want to buy a swastika car, I'm not going to buy a swastika car. That's the beauty of living in America. What are they going to do? Forcefully withdraw $100,000 I don't have and then airdrop a Cybertruck into my apartment building? I don't give a if that's not how much a Cybertruck actually costs. The point is, I'm not going to let Donald Trump and Elon Musk dictate my free speech and what vehicle I have to buy. Oh yeah, and then he said he was going to buy his own Tesla in solidarity, as if that's going to save his tanking Tesla stocks. And I love that this attack on free speech comes the same day that he shares Nazi imagery on his social media. Get this out of the White House already.
Guess what number 47 bought today? A Tesla.
Trump symbolically bought a Tesla today in support of his friend Elon Musk.
So he had a Tesla delivered. He can't drive it. He hasn't drove in years.
Number 47 is upset because he feels like people are illegally protesting Tesla.
What the hell is an illegal protest? We have the right to protest.
As long as you don't vandalize.
Holding up a sign in front of the Tesla dealership is not vandalizing it. Now, them charging stations probably blew up on their own, but I digress.
Interesting about all of this is that recently Republicans did not support electric vehicles. They hated them. So electric vehicles reduce emissions, which slows global warming.
And the Republicans don't even believe in global warming.
Allegedly, he planned to get rid of the EV tax credit, which goes to people who buy electric cars.
So none of this makes sense. As always, have the day that you voted for.
I'm loving the downfall of Tesla. So I see that Tesla is offering a 0% APR for their Model 3s, $0 due at signing, and it is in the US for their 5-year terms only. I see that his sales crashed in Europe last month. His stock is also down 30% over the past month as well. So just keep up the good work.
Never thought I'd be saying this, but I'm picking up a Tesla today. Obviously, we had to check out the Cybertruck. I know everyone hates the Cybertruck, but hear me out.
Bro, people are crazy. I can't believe that human beings in 2025 are making videos of buying a Tesla. Bro, I made a video of me getting rid of mine. I was embarrassed to see myself around in that fucking thing driving. It's insane. Some people are so disconnected, not only because they're minorities buying a swastika car, basically, but also because the car is fucking worthless. If people look at what Tesla stock is right now, they will be terrifying. That car is about to become the next Saturn. And if Elon doesn't go back to the board and present some very invalid reasons to why they should even keep the company going, that company is in the verge of shutting down. It's like insane, and people are like buying it, thinking it's a goddamn flex, and that car is about to turn into the next Saturn with no one to service it.
10th of March, 9:30 a.m. People asked me to take another video. Here you go. They're just piling up. And I guess these cars are already sold with that much snow on them. And they've been sitting here for the last 3 months. Tesla, not doing too well.
It is a great time to be a Tesla hater. Tesla sales are down 76% in Germany. They are down over 40% in Europe, 26% in France. Manufacturing is down 50% in China. And a company called BYD, a competitor, their sales are up 90%. I don't know why his thought right-wingers were the ones that were his customers. They don't even believe in climate change.